The folks here in Florida definitely used to this. Rain in the forecast as we join you from Everbank Stadium here in the city of Jacksonville. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Red 23.
Lawrence going to put it up right away. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they saw some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
Yeah, he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Lawrence now off the bootleg. Now he'll tuck this and run. That's caught. It's Travis Hunter. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Here's Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
All right, let's go.
Lawrence will throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Lawrence going to throw again. And he fires one, but incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on, But his opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave him 3 points.
Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Go.
They'll start on the ground. ETN trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll empty out the backfield and ready for a 3rd and long.
19 Lions. Here we go. Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. 18 Pioneers.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He'll try to do it himself. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made it their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting the lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Here we go. Start.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Part of their strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Ready?
A give to ETN running right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Buffalo 18. 60 Vikings. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 19 tight. 19 tight. Huh. Ready, ready?
They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Bayshaw Turton, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Charles, they had 6 DBs out there. They were thinking pass. They surprised him with a long yard.
I wonder if they saw that and just checked to it. Maybe had an audible and said, you know something, against 6 defensive backs, let's run the football. Let's get our big guys downfield and match up with the littler guys and see if we create some space. And not only did they create space, they created a path all the way to the end zone.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run. It's Brashard Smith. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
He'll return it from the 6. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21.
79 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Hey, Lion. Hey, Soko, hot.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
Okay, ready? On red. Turn, this one's hot.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Red on red. Hey, center. Zach. Here we go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll get this out to Tootin. And he is going to have a chance first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Rip.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Now he's going to step up and run. This just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
They were backed up behind the sticks, but he still found a way to make that first down happen. That's the kind of fight every coach hopes his franchise quarterback has in it. Look a tough situation like that in the eye and come up with a solution on the spot.
Hey, go. Hey, tomato. Hot.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8.
Hey, easy. Ralph, son. Here we go.
From midfield now, Lawrence. That would complete downfield to Thomas. And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the first down.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Hey, Soko, hi.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Ron. This side. Dirty left. Silver.
Now Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run.
Throws right side, and that's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. A try here for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Buccaneers, nothing. Logan Cook, the kickoff for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2nd and 10.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. His throw incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw.
That's complete to Pierce.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stopped him well short.
They're going to try and throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Okay, great.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
18 rattle.
In motion here is Paul, the tight end. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. It's a foot race. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 42 yards. And the Buccaneers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point forthcoming. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Jaguars 17, Buccaneers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
For a right side here, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Hey, go.
Now Lawrence incomplete.
Intended for number 89. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, Lion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That's returnable now for Smith. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is. And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now he's going to step up and run. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here we go.
Pierce in motion left.
Fix the Eagles. Go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And this one is right through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within one score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26.
26-yard line.
Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards to gain there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Red on red. Next side. 11.
Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just
taking it right down Broadway. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Travis Etienne with career touchdown number 60. And the Bucs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. The PAT good. It would draw them closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
So, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Hey, Lion. Hey, Soko, it's hot.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
15-yard line.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
All right, let's go.
Now Lawrence to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, John, this is hot.
Here's Lawrence. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Go, go. John, this is hot.
They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jonnu Smith, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team is playing, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, CD, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, now you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. 1 play, 1 pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go. Go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the right side and intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Lawrence will throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Easy, 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 easy. Here we go.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Kalijah Cansey able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On red. Man, Soko, 13, Lou. Take right open.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Hey, Lion. Hey, tomato. Done.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Thomas brings it in. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Brian Thomas, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Jaguars are going to be moving on to 12-0 as they extend their lead further. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Buccaneers, 17. To kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Good-looking return set up here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
19 Tiger.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Travis Etienne,
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head, after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out, and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
So down a couple scores, only one timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8.
All right, let's go. 30 left. Son, that's like get one.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Still going inside the 20. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Bayshore Tootin with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss. Because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Second pirate. Back row 80. Three.
They'll look to throw here. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Jags will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 218 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Son, this one's a hunt.
Game in hand, the offense takes the knee.
Rip, 23. Hey, Soko, it's a hunt. Here we go, sir.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand.
Hey, Ginger, hot.
Lawrence to a knee, and that will write a finish to this one. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense